Well, hello everyone. Today I'm gonna teach you how to make a web scraper using Laravel. This is actually the first tutorial I'm making. I've been thinking about doing a few web tutorials in a while, but so it happens that this will be my first test, so I apologize if maybe I'm not professional enough. Maybe I think this will be also a learning experience for me. And I hope this tutorial could actually help some of you to understand better web scraping and to see how easy it is, at least on a basic level. On the basic level, I'm going to teach you today how easy it is to implement this. So without further ado, let's start a new Laravel project. I will call it just a web scraper. I think it's an adequate name for this purpose. And let's wait while Laravel installs. Also, while it installs, I'd like to mention that I am gonna be trying this scraping on a few actual sites, and of course this is only for learning purposes. Just it doesn't have to be used for illegal purposes. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, just that. By the way, web scraping doesn't have to be done with Laravel. In case you may be a bit new to the subject or a bit new to programming, maybe you can do it with just any programming language, I guess, that can send HTTP requests. You can certainly do it with regular PHP code, and I might even make a tutorial about that later. It's just that I find Laravel a bit more comfortable for me to do it, maybe a bit quicker. I can work with the composer, I can quickly install the libraries I need to set up the routes, but once again, you can do it with practically any. You can do it with Python. I know many web scrapers are built with Python. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe we'll make some more interesting, more advanced scrapers in the future. If people enjoy this tutorial, if they find it helpful, I'll be happy to make something else, maybe another one. This is taking really long, much longer than I expected. Well, finally it is ready, and I'm just gonna skip into the folder of the project I just created. So we said it's web scraper, right? Now let's just open it in the current window. That's perfect. Okay, now before we begin, I already know that I'm gonna need to install two libraries. The first one is Composer. Sorry for making some mistakes. It's just like I said, it's my first tutorial, so I'm maybe a bit nervous, maybe a bit. It's hard for me to both program and speak at the same time, but I hope that in the next few minutes I'm gonna gather myself. So I'm gonna install the Gazelle library. I think it's written like that. Gazelle http/Gazelle. See if I got it right. Yeah, so this library is a very helpful library for sending HTTP post and GET requests. which you could just do in PHP with file get contents or maybe curl, curl. Yeah, but Gazelle is like a very popular library for specifically for Laravel. And the second one, by the way, if you want to read the documentation for Gazelle, let's see. Yes, there it is. There is the Gazelle documentation. We might look at it soon enough. The second library, it's a Dom Parser, which will actually allow us to parse the response we're gonna get. This is a very nice library. I like it a lot. I've been using it in many of my projects. I know there are some libraries that actually handle all the scraping for you in Laravel, but I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm gonna do most of the scraping myself. I think that this might give me more flexibility. At least it used to give me more flexibility when I worked on many of my previous projects, and I have done a few scrapers both for clients and both for myself for various tasks, various reasons. So I have some moderate experience in this area, I would say. I'm gonna skip most of this, by the way, or most of this loading here. Okay, so it's done, and now let's install let's install the Dom Parser library. Okay, so that was quick, and we can finally begin. So let me create our first controller. I'll just call it main controller, and my controller is created, and I'll immediately add a function here, public function. We're gonna be working really generally here, really simple way. Just gonna call it scrape maybe. Yeah, scrape will be okay. Let's just echo test to see that everything is working according to plan, and add a route. So right here, let's gonna keep it like this. Go to main controller. I'm gonna call on the default route, on the home route, we're gonna call the scrape function, and just gonna go to localhost web scraper and into my public directory. Great, and I see the echoed test. Okay, I think this will actually be enough for the first part of the tutorial, and in the next part we'll actually build the scraper and we'll see how it works. Thank you guys.